This is the most scenic, beautiful view I've probably seen on a hike in my life. This is a big deal to me.
Hi, I'm Will. I spent my 20s living in a boring area with not much to do, and so I decided to pack up and travel the world through Airbnbs while working a remote job. I was willing to do whatever it took to live a more fulfilling and enriching life. Join me on my adventure, turmoils, trials, and tribulations.
Now, to some of you, you may be like, oh, I've seen better, but this is a big deal to me, and I want to explain why that is. And to do that, we have to go a little bit back to my life. I spent almost 30 years of my life in Maryland. As a matter of circumstance, like many people, most people even, I grew up in a place where my parents were, and I got a job there. I went to college there. I tried to apply to other places. I wanted to travel, but it just never happened. And frankly, I was okay with that. I learned to live with it. There's a lot of things I like about the place. It's nice, safe, beautiful, but it is a little bit boring. I ended up finding happiness in that place, even though there really wasn't that much to do. You see, the forests there were mainly the most scenic attraction. There were some rivers that were brown, forests with trees, and maybe a few small cliffs and stuff that you can hike in Virginia. But nothing that compares to this. Like maybe if I had ventured to West Virginia, but that's a farther drive than you would think. And so after many years, I just got kind of okay with it because I felt like that was it. This is where I'm going to live and die, and I found happiness here. And it wasn't until I started on this crazy travel adventure where I've basically been, my home is now the road, and I've been doing that for 2 years, have I found some part of me that died and has been revived. I always wanted to travel, but it was a nice to have, not a need to have. And I had, at the time, believed that that was just impossible and out of my reach. So my belief systems and my life views had just kind of taken out any type of travel beyond the 1 or 2 week vacations. But ever since I got my chance with my new remote job, I've been able to see these incredible sights, and I realized just how amazing the world is and how life is still somewhat short. So if you can, it's so worth getting out there just to experience how amazing it is. Back then, I think the amount of things you could be interested in were more limited because when you're in a more suburban city with less to do, there's less to do and be interested in. So you're probably expecting me to conclude this video with some cliche saying like, so then you should follow your dreams and throw it all aside and then risk it all while you're young and just chase life because life is short and it's best to have the most amazing life ever. Not necessarily. I think what I did was I made the most of what I had. And then when I found new opportunities, they opened doors to new things. And for me, that took up until when I was in my 30s before that happened. Now for you, maybe it'll happen sooner, maybe it'll happen later. I will say if you can, take some risks while you're younger, do it. But in other cases, like with me, when I was trying to make things work in my 20s and expecting to a degree a certain level of success, just realize it's okay if it doesn't happen that quickly. Just make the most of it. Even in my 20s, back when I was just stuck in that suburb, going through the same routines, me and the few friends I had were happy. We enjoyed our lives then. We played Pokemon Go. We went to the gym. We exercised. And like most people in America, as I've been able to travel, they don't have the luxuries of being able to do what I do. And so it's normal, it's okay. I would argue that even in your backyard of a hometown or a city, there's tons of amazing things to do that you just haven't really realized or explored. So even back in my 20s, I squeezed the juice out of my suburb area. I looked at every little thing I could do in that area, and I went to it, and I explored every nook and cranny, and I saw the beauty that was already there. And I think that helped me see the beauty that's right behind me now. So really, life is so short and so amazing, and this journey and these scenic destinations have really showed me that that's what's out there. And I didn't realize it or didn't see it. And I think if you can, go out there and see it, because it's very easy to get microscopic and just see the boring life that you live between those four walls you're in and just feel like there's not much to life. But there really is. It's out there. The world is such an amazing, crazy, mind-blowing thing. You just have to get out there and see it, which is much easier said than done. But best of luck to you. It's possible. I didn't think it was for me, and yet here I am. It's also not all fun and games out here. I just got pricked by a really painful cactus. Ooh, that's new. I'm telling you, these camera angles don't do this place justice. It is incredible out here.